Most dogs don't actually enjoy their daily walks. They simply endure them in silence. In this video, you will discover 10 common things owners do during walks that cause dogs to suffer quietly. Interestingly, number 8 is one of those things you would never expect to find on this list. Now let's begin with one small action that changes everything. Checking the phone instead of the dog. You have seen it. One hand on the leash while the other is scrolling away. You think you are multitasking, but your dog feels they have lost your attention. While you are reading messages, they are reading your silence. Every tail twitch, ear flick, and head tilt tells a story, but you miss it when your eyes are fixed on a screen. Dogs notice that drift instantly. It changes how they walk, how they breathe, and how they trust. They might slow down, sniff less, or start pulling just trying to feel you again. Imagine walking with someone who ignores you for half the trip. That is what it feels like to them. Dogs rely on your cues to feel safe, and when that connection fades, confusion sneaks in. You do not need to talk the whole time. You just need to be there, fully present and fully yours. The best part is that your dog already forgives you every time you look up and smile again. Correcting instead of communicating. You say no, the leash tightens, and your dog blinks in confusion. To you, it is discipline, but to them, it is noise with no meaning. Dogs do not understand punishment. They understand patterns. When you correct instead of guide, you teach fear, not trust. A study from the University of Bristol found that dogs trained with punishment had higher cortisol, which is the hormone linked to stress and anxiety. Fear makes learning harder, not easier. So when you yank the leash, you are not fixing behavior. You are building tension. A calm cue and a reward tell them what to do, not just what not to do. It is like teaching a child by showing, not scolding. Speak less like a boss and more like a partner, and watch how quickly they start listening. Pulling the leash without noticing. It happens without thinking. A gentle tug here, a quick correction there. Before long, the leash is tight and neither of you is relaxed. That constant pull sends one message. You are in charge and they are doing it wrong. But here is the twist. Dogs pull more when they feel controlled. It is a feedback loop where you both lose. The pressure on their neck isn't just uncomfortable, it is confusing. It tells them to resist instead of follow. Try holding the leash with your fingertips, not your fist. Let it hang loose like a shared breath between you. You will see something amazing. Your dog starts matching your pace instead of fighting it. That is not obedience. That is understanding, and it feels better for both of you. Ignoring sniffing, you might roll your eyes when your dog stops every few steps. But to them, sniffing is sacred. It is how they map the world, one scent at a time. You wouldn't rush someone reading the morning news. Dogs gather information through their noses, and cutting that shortcuts their joy. Research from Linköping University found that dogs that sniff more have lower heart rates, meaning they are calmer and happier. That is not random, it is biology. Sniffing burns mental energy, not just physical energy. It keeps boredom and stress away better than a long jog. Let them sniff that bush for 10 more seconds. It is not wasted time, it is therapy. A slower walk often makes for a much calmer dog once you are home. Starting the walk in a rush. You clip the leash, grab your keys, and bolt out the door. Your dog mirrors that energy instantly, ready to explode with excitement. It feels normal, but it is chaos disguised as routine. Dogs read your pace like a mood board. If you are rushed, they are restless. That is why the first minute of the walk often sets the tone for everything. Take a pause before stepping outside. Breathe. Let them sit and wait for calm. It is not a trick. It is a reset. That quiet moment tells your dog, this is teamwork, not a race. The calmer the start, the smoother the walk, and you will both enjoy every step more. The funny thing is, slowing down makes you feel lighter too. Choosing speed over comfort. You walk fast to get exercise while your dog walks to explore. These are two different goals with one leash between them. When you rush, your dog's mind cannot catch up with their paws. They miss the scents, the sights, and the calm moments that make walks meaningful. Dogs are not built for our step count. They are built for curiosity. Some owners think faster means better, but it just means your dog ends up panting for the wrong reasons. Slowing down doesn't make you lazy. It makes you attentive. When you match their pace, they start to relax, not react. A calm walk does more for bonding than any run could. Remember, it is not a workout. It is their favorite part of the day. Overexposing them to triggers. You might think your dog needs to get used to busy streets or loud parks, but exposure without safety just builds fear. Crowds, honking cars, and barking dogs all flood their senses at once. Dogs cannot tell you it is too much. They just endure it quietly. Researchers from the University of Helsinki found that dogs exposed to chronic noise showed signs of long-term stress and sleep disruption. That is huge because walks should heal, not harm. If your dog tenses at every sound, it is not stubbornness. It is self-protection. Give them rotes that feel calm and predictable. You will notice their breathing soften, their eyes brighten, and their tail lift again. Confidence grows in peace, not in chaos. Letting other dogs get too close. You see another dog, you smile, and you let the leashes meet. Harmless, right? Not always. Not every dog wants to socialize during a walk, especially when they are restrained. It is like forcing strangers to hug in an elevator, uncomfortable at best, scary at worst. Dogs have personal space too, and a leash removes their escape option. That is why even friendly dogs can snap or freeze. The polite thing isn't always the social thing. Learn to read your dog's signals. The stiff tail, the sideways glance, the subtle pull away. A simple, not today, and a little distance can protect their peace. Walks should feel safe, not like surprise meetups. Ending the walk abruptly. You turn around, head home, and your dog looks puzzled. To you, the walk is over. To them, it ended mid-sentence. Dogs like closure. They need a gentle wind down. Think of it like letting a song fade instead of cutting the sound. When walks stop suddenly, it can leave tension lingering. Try slowing your pace, letting them sniff, or finishing with a calm, "Good job." That final minute matters more than you think. It tells your dog the adventure is complete, not stolen away. That small ritual builds trust and anticipation for next time because endings shape memories, and your dog remembers how it felt to finish beside you. Mistaking silence for happiness. A quiet walk isn't always a happy one. Some dogs go silent when they give up trying to be heard. You might think calm equals content, but it can mean they've stopped expressing stress. Researchers from the University of Lincoln found that dogs suppress signals when their owners ignore early signs of fear. It is called learned helplessness. That silence isn't peace, it's resignation. Watch their body, not their bark. The tucked tail, the flat ears, and the slow walk all whisper what they can't say. Happiness looks different. It wags, it sniffs, and it shines through the eyes. Listen with your eyes and respond with your heart. A dog who feels seen never needs to go quiet again. You've just learned how to turn stressful walks into bonding time, but the secret to real happiness goes way beyond the leash. So don't miss our next video where we reveal the 10 things your dog actually loves more than getting pets. Watch it and your dog might start loving you in a whole new way. If these insights have changed the way you look at your daily journeys with your dog, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are dedicated to uncovering the silent language and history of the companions we love. Let's nurture a better future together. The next treasure of knowledge will be open soon.